Hey, YouTubeists. What's going on? How are you all doing? This is Embo24 coming at you from Houston, Texas. Happy Meerschaum Monday. Remember that? And it also happens to be Memorial Day, so happy Memorial Day, especially to all you vets who served our country. This is my KO Meerschaum, which I have showed before. It's a Bacchus. And I just got through doing the olive oil method of waxing, so to speak. And it continues to color really nicely. This is my second hands-on video, and I'd like to bring up a terminology that was used with pipe smokers years ago, and I've noticed it has fallen off. Nobody talks about this anymore. There were pipes that were called firsts, and of course all the major pipe manufacturers included those, a variety of them, but firsts are basically pipes with good grain and have no pits or fills. Fills, I'll talk about that in a minute too. No pits. So, good grain, and no fissures or pits. Seconds. Most pipe companies, with few exceptions like Dunhill, maybe GBD, I don't know, some of the others would put another brand name on these pipes referred to as seconds. And these also had good graining, straight or bird's eye, but there was at least one imperfection in the briar. Now, back in the old days, they would fill these pits. Okay, here's an example of that. This is a poker, and it's stamped, and I don't think you can see it. It's Clubhouse, which I think is a second brand of GVD. Now let's see, right here, right there was a pit, simply an imperfection, a hole, and the pipe maker filled it in. Now, it was said that these do not affect the smoking in any way, smoking qualities, and that's true. However, they commanded somewhat less price, and if you were on a budget, you could buy these seconds, and they would smoke as well as firsts, but you could save yourself some money. Here's another example of a pipe that has some imperfections. This is a, well, I got this and I showed this pipe as well and talked about it. This is a coupon pipe that I got, saving coupons inside the pouches, and I think this set me back $25. I believe it's a Nording, but it's a second, so it doesn't say Nording anywhere on here. Now here's another way pipe companies covered up the blemishes with this tooling right here. Now right here is a really big imperfection that goes really deep. Even with the tooling, you can still see it go in. And you know, we don't know how many. Here's another place. All this was done not for artistic, not to be artistic and make a beautiful pipe, but to hide imperfections. Okay? Again, this pipe smokes very well. It just has imperfections in it. It's not as good looking as it would be if it was turned out perfectly. Now, of course, the pipe makers, as they're working the wood, carving and sanding, they don't know inside the wood where these imperfections may come out. So sometimes they can work around it, and sometimes they can't. Now, from what I have discovered in the last 2 years, year and a half, since I've been on YouTube especially, we don't talk about firsts and seconds. It's just been dropped. And with all the sandblasting and rustication and carving, a lot of these have been taken care of, and you'd never know that there were any. I'm sorry, I'm looking around for my lighter. That there were any imperfections in the first place. So since I think a combination of two things. Since it doesn't affect the quality of the smoke, and two, briar is more expensive and harder to get, especially the aged, really aged briar. That's really super expensive. I think the firsts and the seconds have just kind of been dropped. Now you have just pipes, and we have what we call basket pipes, okay? So the basket pipes are just really the low end, probably, less quality briar. And a lot of these pits that used to be filled in, the pipe makers just leave them in there now. Wood has pits in it, so they don't try to fill it in and make it look like it's not there. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say about firsts and seconds. It's pretty much a thing of the past, but it's it's good to know about that, especially if you're really new. This is the way pipes were graded and priced. Oh, I forgot to say what I was smoking in this. I've got Esoterica Peace Haven, which is one of my favorite tobaccos. It's really mild, and it's a delicate Virginia. And they've really done a great job with it. When you get it, it comes in one of those trays that so many esoterica blends come in, if not all of them. And this is a giant flake. It's just really a chunk. It's not really a flake. It's not cut or sliced. It's just like a gigantic hunk of tobacco in the tray, and you just peel it off. And it can be as long as the tray is. The pieces you peel off of there. But I went ahead and rubbed it out, which I've never done for this because it's a rather large bowl. When I don't rub it out and to just peel it off, I use the folding stuff and use one of my flake pipes, which I'm going to do another video on, but pretty much a pipe of medium-sized bowl works best for folding stuff flakes. But anywho, I just thought I'd throw this out today, since I've got some time. I hope everybody is doing well. Let's bring back Meerschaum Monday. I know you've got the Meerschams out there. This has been Embo24 coming at you from the Bio City, Houston, Texas. Take care, everybody.